At the End of the Day podcast. Let's get into this. Back with another episode. Here we go. It is what it is. Another video about the coronavirus. We're just going to take a look into this. It's something that affects everybody. I got a couple of clips that talks about situations that affect our children. I definitely think we need to look at them and see exactly what's going on out there in the world. So, here we go.
Tonight, the U.S. is approaching 600,000 confirmed COVID deaths and could hit that milestone this weekend. There's also been another major setback for Johnson & Johnson's COVID vaccine. We get more now from CBS's Omar Villafranca.
Tonight, more troubling news for Johnson & Johnson. The FDA reportedly telling J&J 60 million doses produced at the Emergent Biosolutions factory are possibly contaminated.
Wow. And I mean, that's a big number. 60 million. I mean, you just saw it. A lot of people are going to be affected possibly already, and that's a recall. I know you guys know what a recall is. You had a vehicle, you had a part on a recall. You had to go get the service fixed. I mean, it's no different, except this affects your health, not your vehicle.
And need to be thrown out. J&J had promised to deliver 100 million doses by the end of May, but as of mid-June, fewer than 22 million have actually shipped.
Okay, I want to pause it right there. 100 million doses. Yeah, that's a big number, especially with something that's untested. You know, you people that's testing it now, you actually are participating in a trial of something that hasn't been actually tested as vaccines have been in the past. And just looking at the coronavirus itself, because a lot of people, they know what it is, but not actually what it is. Here's the symptoms, if you will. Here's a listing of those. You know, fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache, new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, diarrhea. There's some more down there listed in emergency warning sounds as listed. We're going to get to those as well, but I did want to give you an overview because we're talking about something that's important situation that's going on and definitely a pandemic. But look at this situation. They're trying to do 100 doses. Only 22 is actually shipped. 60 has now been recalled that I guess they didn't want to include in the ship number. So let's say 82 with less than 20 more, let's say 18 that they have yet in development. Who's to say that they're going to be recalled as well? I already gave you the example of the car part. I mean, it's not, it's not a game. I know none of you all out there want to trial and error with this, but like I said, it's just like you are because it hasn't been approved. So let's continue with the video.
States haven't received anything in a month. Vaccine supply, though, not a problem. Millions of Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are available, but demand is way down, like in Oklahoma.
We were able to get up to about 15,000 vaccines a day, and now we're right around 2,000 a day. So we are so much farther below capacity.
In the race to vaccinate, Oklahoma ranks near the bottom. Just 54% of adults have had at least one dose. Nationwide, it's 64%. Oklahoma now has 75,000 doses of unused J&J vaccine that expire in August.
Hey man, you might want to get rid of those because we just seen them recall some 66 million. Yeah.
And 26,000 unused Pfizer doses set to expire at the end.
Wait a minute. I mean, at least Tylenol is good for like a year. And like I said, all this is untested anyway, but so these doses are only like good for less than a month or maybe even a month. Wow. What is in those?
End of the month.
What do you think is still fueling the hesitancy?
There has been an anti-vaccine movement, and it's actually quite strong here in Oklahoma, unfortunately.
But some aren't holding back.
There's no reason to be skeptical. I felt like it was my due diligence to go ahead and get vaccinated.
We do need to
She said there's no need to be skeptical. Okay, let's be skeptical for a moment. I just gave you the symptoms of the coronavirus, and I did say it's a few more. Let's look into those. Trouble breathing, persistent pain or pressure in the chest, new confusion, inability to wake or stay awake, pale gray or blue colored skin, lips, or nail beds, depending on skin tone. All right, now let's go further down here a little bit. See, COVID-19 is caused by a coronavirus called SARS-CoV-2. Older adults and people who have severe underlying medical conditions like heart or lung disease or diabetes seem to be at a high risk for developing more serious complications from COVID-19 illness. Let's look into the Moderna COVID vaccine. It's not been approved or licensed by the U.S. FDA. It's been authorized to use under emergency use under the FDA. So definitely don't want to speak against that because it's something that they approved. It's just a situation where if you just do a little reading into it, you'll find that exactly what it is and what it does. The company Moderna, they're a biotech company that's founded in 2010, which pioneered a class of medicines based on RNA, and it's in parentheses, lowercase m, capital R, capital N, capital A. So if you hear that term, you'll know exactly what it's in reference to, and you'll even know what it does, because right here it says every cell in your body uses mRNA, which gives instructions to make the proteins your body needs. This affects many aspects of your biology, including health and disease. I mean, come on, man. We did see what was in the vaccine and what was in the actual coronavirus, and we can go back to that right here. It says COVID-19 is caused by a coronavirus called SARS-CoV-2. Now, right here, it says the Moderna COVID-19, COVID-19 vaccine uses mRNA to provide a blueprint for your cells to build your body's defense against SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19. The Moderna vaccine does not contain SARS-CoV-2 or any virus, just the blueprint to help fight against it. The Moderna COVID vaccine may not protect everyone. I guess that's their way out. Does it protect everyone? So if you take it and nothing happens for your protection, then it didn't protect you. But I just want to know, what did it do if it didn't protect you? Let's see here. Something I did. Yeah, I did highlight it. This is listed on their website, so it's not anything I made up. It's just, under the category where it says what is known about the safety of the vaccine. And, you see a couple of things that, like difficulty breathing, swelling of your face and throat, a fast heartbeat, a bad rash all over your body, dizziness and weakness. Some of those I've seen, such as the difficulty breathing. I did see it listed here. Or here, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, which is a COVID-19 symptom as listed here. And then we go back here where it says general side effects: fatigue, headache, muscle pain, joint pain, chills, nausea, vomiting, and fever. And all of those are listed. You can read them here. I do want to go to this video right here because, as I said, this video does pertain as well to our children. Let's go into the video.
From the exam room to the courtroom, this morning, new fronts in the fight against COVID-19. The CDC finding 16 to 24-year-olds who received the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine have experienced higher than normal cases of myocarditis and inflammation of the heart muscle. Myocarditis symptoms can include fever and fatigue, shortness of breath, and chest pain.
Fever and fatigue, shortness of breath, chest pain. And I mean, we just went over those symptoms. Those symptoms are here under the coronavirus. So again, I don't have to say it's in it or anything of that nature to see that it's giving the same results as the virus itself. And this is per the definition as on Google of coronavirus symptoms, along with procedure as explained, and the ingredients, if you will, and the effects of the side effects rather of the COVID-19 virus from Moderna, as well as you see here where it's affecting our children and, tests that they've administered. Now, they're going to go into the detail to tell you the exact number based on their test. And again, it doesn't pertain to everyone per se. And that again is, you do the information that you will, but this is a presentation and we'll continue with the video.
The CDC said the higher rate of cases occurred especially among young men following their second dose of an mRNA vaccine, but notes the reports are rare given the number of vaccine doses administered and that most patients quickly felt better after receiving care. Federal officials calling it a clear imbalance, but adding more research needs to be done to confirm whether the vaccines are to blame.
Now, more research has to be done. So right now, everyone that's partaking in these research or trials, everything is being used to calculate the actual data and the actual outcome in these situations where people have taken these vaccines and the outcomes. So whether it's effects where there's side effects, whether there's effects where there's actual prevention of, not getting the coronavirus at all, is yet to be seen in a lot of Americans and people around the world. Everyone's just living this out, At the end of the day,
the benefits of getting vaccinated far, far, far outweigh any of the potential risks or side effects.
The FDA turning its attention to kids. A top advisor now saying all children should be vaccinated, stressing herd immunity is critical with more contagious variants on the way. Now under FDA review, Moderna's new COVID vaccine specifically for 12 to 17-year-olds. But in Texas at Houston Methodist, doubts over all the vaccines have led to legal action.
You're willing to lose your job over this?
Yes.
Tell me why.
Because I am not going to take that vaccine.
Jennifer Bridges, one of 117 hospital workers now part of a mass action lawsuit suing Houston Methodist for its policy requiring all staff to be vaccinated or terminated.
This right here, this is what we all need to do. If we all did this, and I mean everywhere, they would have no choice but to change the policy. The problem, though, is the herd mentality. Once they get, I say 80% believe in something, then it doesn't matter what the other 20% say. Those people are going to police themselves. They're going to police everyone else. At the end of the day, it's just a situation where, you kind of believe what you believe and you have to live how you live based on what you believe. I've just showed you clips that aired on Yahoo News or Google News or any news source. It's just, information that's out there. I just shown you information. And then I also shown you the symptoms of the coronavirus along with the symptoms of the Moderna vaccine. I hope you all make the right decision. If we all fight, though, I'm telling you, we got a fighting chance. It is what it is at the end of the day. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back if God say the same. Peace.